Okay, so now we're going to get into the field of graphics in JavaScript. And for better or worse, it has a lot of different functionality, some of which are a little bit convoluted. So to handle this, what you'll see is that I've built a lot of different functionality into the helper.js library that I've been giving to the class, and showing on these YouTube videos for those of you that are just watching it from the sanctity of their own home and not part of actually my class. So if you do have a question about what I've put inside the helper.js file and you're not part of the class, feel free to put a question in the comments and I'll do my best to answer it for you as fast as possible. So what I want to do is I want to start by describing how graphics really work in JavaScript. And the basics of it is this: it draws on top of the canvas. Now we define that canvas in the in the HTML file of our project, and we set it up to be 800 by 600. So that means 800 pixels wide by 600 pixels high. Now the question is, where does that come from? Where does it go to? How does it actually work? Well, going back over here, if I were to draw the canvas, just an imaginary version of the canvas, it's a little bit different than what we're used to in math class. In math class, we have our grid, our Cartesian plane, and we have our Cartesian coordinate system, and we have our 0, 0 origin in the bottom left-hand corner, and x increases as you move to the right, and y increases as you move up. However, in the world of most graphics and most programming languages, it's a little bit off. Instead of the origin being down in the bottom left, the origin's actually in the top left, which means x still increases as you move to the right, but contrary to what you're used to, y increases as you move down. So that means if this point is 0, 0, this point down here is 800 by 600. Likewise, this point is 800 by 0, and this point over here is 0 by 600. So now we know the boundaries of our system. And using this, we're going to be able to actually draw certain elements onto our world, things like lines, ellipses, and basics like that. So that's the basics of graphics in JavaScript, and in the next video we're going to get into the actual components and start drawing.